Allowing yourself to create this nest for yourself. What does your nest look like? What props do you need to feel supported and safe? Beautiful. I see a lot of you slowly snuggling down. So asking yourself when you come into your place of settle, do you feel comfortable? Do you feel safe? If not, can you adjust yourself in a way that provides this comfort and safety? Noticing if your eyes wish to be opened or closed. As you feel yourself touch the floor, becoming aware of the overall state of your thoughts. You don't need to judge them or analyze them. Just noticing the state of your thoughts. Allow yourself to have a level of play. And in this play, can you observe your thoughts as they are right now? Can you explore being the observer? Just watching. Allowing the eyes to soften back. Noticing that when the eyes soften back, there's a hammock support for the eyes to rest in that facilitates in this witness awareness. So our awareness to the presence of the body, the mind, the thoughts, the breath is our first step to healing. Now allowing your awareness to shift to your emotional presence right now. As you notice your emotional presence right now of awareness, You might even want to name that emotion or feeling. For example, some of us were feeling lethargy, slowness, quiet. This awareness of quietness is present. Without attaching an identification on it, just noticing the emotion. So joy is present. Sadness is present. And then shifting to become aware of the overall state of energy. Is it high? Is it low? Maybe there's not an answer. Maybe you don't know. And watch any judgments or stories your mind takes on. Allowing a soft smile, if it feels right for you, to play on the corners of your mouth. Notice how when you bring in a soft smile, what is the feeling state through the body as you offer this gesture? And the invitation to switch your awareness to your breath. Feeling the inhale and the exhale. Noticing the length of your breath. Is it long or short? Notice any qualities of the breath. Is it smooth, bumpy, soft, heavy? Does it have an even rhythm? Is there a pause? Notice how your body is responding to your breath. Where is the breath expanding and softening in the body? Is it the belly, the ribs, the chest, a combination? Is your breath in your nostrils or the mouth? If it's in the mouth, can you shift it to the nostrils and just notice the flow of the breath in the nostrils? Can you feel it cooler as the breath enters on the inhalation, and a soft touch of warmth through the nostrils as you exhale? Listening to the sound of your own breath. And as you listen to the sound of your own breath, can you notice if one nostril is allowing the air to flow through it with a little bit more ease? Maybe this is easy to identify, or it's something that's not so clear, and that's okay. Just noticing, can you feel if one nostril is receiving the breath and releasing the breath with a little bit more ease? Sometimes to help with that, just closing one nostril and breathing through it and noticing if there's an ease or a little obstruction, where you notice the nostrils a little engorged. And as you just watch the flow of your breath now flowing through the whole body, take note how your body is in relationship with the floor. Where do you feel contact with your body on the ground? And where is it softly floating away? Allow your awareness, your attention to touch your feet, the top of the feet, the bottom of the feet. Moving up to your ankles, up through the legs to the knees. Sensing your knees, the position they're in relationship to the hips, the bowl of the pelvis. Moving up through your entire trunk area, from pubic bone to breastbone. The whole front of the trunk. Notice the right side of your trunk and the left side of the trunk of the torso. Moving to the back body, feeling the whole trunk of the back body. Noticing how the left side of the back body touches the floor and the right side. Maybe one side is more away than the other. Noticing your right arm, the awareness of left arm. Noticing the weight sensations in your arms and your hands, shoulders. Just noticing if the arms and the hands are touching the body or not. And wherever the palms of the hands are, can you just have a sense of the palms of your hands? The back of the hands, the thumb, the index, the middle, the pinky, and the ring finger. Notice any space between the fingers or if they're touching. Softly just bringing awareness back to the breath as it enters and exits the body. And if it feels comfortable for you, this invitation to rest in your heart. And if your heart center is not feeling comfortable for you to rest in, then find a place within body that offers you a sense of comfort and ease. Taking a moment to offer an intention for this practice, maybe an intention for this day. Cultivating an intention that you would like to bring in to your body, mind, and spirit today. Just allowing yourself to feel this intention as you say it internally to yourself 3 times. Noticing that the seed has been planted and allow it to let go. On your next exhale, feels right, allow the breath to exhale out the mouth. Notice how your body responds to the exhalation out the mouth. And then slowly, when you feel ready, just taking a moment to start to wiggle the fingers a little bit. Wiggle the toes. And having this mindful awareness of approaching yourself in kindness and compassion today. So meeting our needs in the moment. Taking a deeper stretch. And then feeling in how your body would like to start to move around a little bit. So is there a yawn? Remember, if your body feels like it just wants to be still, then you take that time to provide it for yourself. You might feel a stretch. And then exploring range of motion to start to warm up the body. I love just shaking the arms and the legs in the air, just letting the lymphatic system have a little love, letting the fluid flow easily back up towards our heart, giving a little shake, just nourishing the fascia. Just offering some range of motion to your ankles and your wrists. You feel the breath. Allowing your breath to be a support and a guide for you today. As we feel our breath flowing through the use of the diaphragm and the body softly receiving the breath, and there's an ease. And we know that we're approaching the body and the mind with this sense of compassion and meeting yourself in the moment. Going the other direction if you haven't. And as the legs come in towards the chest and you hold either the shins or the back of the thighs, just offer a little rolling just to check into your lower back. Rolling around either with the legs together. As you feel the massage the lower back, across the hips, switching directions. And remember, I'm just offering suggestions, and your body might feel that there's other moves that resonate with you. Please feel free to go into them. Just getting a little bit more into the hips and the shoulders, just moving into mortar and pestle, if it feels right for you, from the Tensegrity Repair series. I like to have my hands behind the back of the thighs, knees parallel, and exhaling the legs towards the chest as the belly deflates, and then separating the legs away from one another and circling them out and around, and then back together. That's your inhale, and as you exhale, the legs come towards you, belly deflates. And as you open the legs, there's an inhalation. The legs come back around and meet, and then as they stay together, you draw the legs towards you. Maybe your legs need a little bit more space. Sometimes when I offer these circling movements, having a block or a folded blanket or a little support underneath the pelvis allows it to be a little bit easier. And then you're going to switch directions. So as the legs come together, you're going to pause, and then you're going to separate, circle out and around, back towards the body. And as the legs meet, there's an inhalation as the legs move away, circle around, and as the legs come back, there's an exhale. So just creating space for your legs as they meet towards the body on an exhalation. And just taking a moment to pause there. And as you just pause and rest for a moment, just asking your body, what does it need? What does your body need? Noticing as you listen to the needs of the body, is there a little warming flow that really resonates with you, that you would like to move through for the next 5 to 7 minutes? This awareness of befriending our body. Is there a little flow? So some of you are wanting to stay on your back. You might have a side stretch in Bananasana, crescent moon on the floor, on the back. If you might feel baby pose. You might roll over and come up onto the hands and knees. It might even be an awareness that as you're on your back, that you might even feel a few of the Tensegrity moves, if you know them, opening and nourishing the fascia. Just taking a moment right now to listen to your own body, the needs of the physical body, the self-care, the care for the physical body. Just going to read you as you're going through some movements or just stillness of a little quote that's in the manual by John Kabat-Zinn. And he's a professor and the creator of Stress Reduction, the Center of Mindfulness. And he talks about What does it mean to befriend the body? We befriend the body whether we like it or not. We befriend it as it is. Whether we have cancer, chronic pain, or we just don't feel like we weigh what we want to. We work at actually befriending it without having to change. When you have cancer or chronic pain, you put out the welcome mat and rotate your friendship to those actualities. And all of a sudden, there's the discovery that you're a lot bigger than your pain. Healing is very different from fixing. It allows the system to come to terms with the way things are. And then things change in a profoundly meaningful way. So if you were to ask your body, what does it need? Creating a little quiet space for you as we're here for just another 5 minutes, just allowing the body to have some attention, to befriending. As you meet the body, can you bring in the breath to create a relationship with the body? Taking a moment over the next minute or so just to complete the flow and just find a pose that allows you to rest in stillness. Taking this time when you feel ready just to rest in stillness, just for a moment. Once you come into whatever pose that you chose just to rest in stillness for a moment, just recheck in with your body, your breath. Just take a moment to listen to the quality, the expression of the body and the breath. Feeling in as we come in to a little psychic Nadi Shodhana. Noticing your left nostril, the left side of the body. Just allowing your attention and awareness to breathe through the left nostril, the left side of the chest, belly, diaphragm, the left arm, the left leg. Noticing how your breath flows through the left side and what parts of the body float into your awareness on your left side. And what parts of the body shy away. And then letting your awareness float to the right nostril, the right side of the face, the jaw, the neck, the right arm, chest, rib cage, right side of the diaphragm, right hip, leg, foot. Breathe through your whole right side. Just notice your relationship and awareness to the right side of your body. And then just come back to breathing through both nostrils and through your whole body. Breathing through your whole body. As we allow ourselves to meet our needs in the moment, we are going to do a little self-compassion writing break. So we're going to go into a little writing break, and you might even just do this in your mind, or you might feel like you want to write it out. So can you take a moment to notice a situation in your life that feels difficult? Something that you feel you're struggling with right now. Maybe something that you feel is causing you stress. Now try not to bring up something that's too overwhelming for you. Allow yourself to have compassion. Just noticing something that feels okay for you to drop into, that is not too painful to explore right now. You might even write that at the top of the page.
Just bring some extra shirts or something, and then if there's anything you can change.
Now, as you're aware of what it is that you're focusing on, that's what's causing you a little bit of discomfort or something you're struggling through. The awareness of the first step of self-compassion is awareness of what is present. So this mindfulness, this process of self-acceptance. And then notice the feelings that are coming up around this instance that you have chosen to go a little bit deeper into. I feel, noticing the feeling aspects. In these moments of mindfulness, we feel what is happening. Noticing that we always want to keep checking in that we feel safe and that we're taking care of ourselves. This mindfulness of suffering, this mindfulness of this hurts, I am feeling stress. So an acknowledgement. And then take note, any self-talk. What are you saying to yourself around this struggle, around this event in your life? What is your self-talk? And this awareness of that suffering is a common humanity, and that this is a part of being human. I am doing my best. I am not alone. Other people feel this way. We all struggle in our lives. So noticing the shared humanity of suffering, that we are not alone and other people feel what we are feeling. This creates connection. Now, what can you say to yourself right now? What do you need to hear right now to express kindness to yourself? Is there a phrase that speaks to you? May I forgive myself. May I be strong. May I be patient. May I accept myself as I am. These are just suggestions. What would you wish someone would tell you right now? And then offer these words to yourself. And to end this exploration, can you offer yourself some sort of form of supportive touch? Something that offers comfort. Now, at the beginning, offering ourselves supportive touch might feel uncomfortable, but this is a way to care for our system and shift us from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic nervous system. It helps us calm us down and feel safe, just as a mother would comfort her child. Research indicates that physical touch releases oxytocin and provides a sense of security, soothing emotions, and calming cardiovascular stress. So an example of supported touch might be the hands on your heart. It might be softly hugging yourself or caressing your legs, your arms. Might be curling up into a very specific position. Rubbing your chest in a circular motion, your hands on your abdomen. Just taking this moment to offer yourself this supported care of touch. Now take a moment to just let that go and ask your body, your mind, and your emotions if there's a pose that would nourish you right now to nourish your hips or your shoulders. So is there a pose that could nourish your hips or your shoulders or both? Maybe it's going into downward dog and going into pigeon. Maybe some of us prefer figure four, baby pose, maybe butterfly. Maybe it's a standing pose. Maybe it's triangle. Maybe your body feels like it needs to move. So just taking a moment to notice, what can I offer myself right now to move through? taking another 5 to 7 minutes here just to flow through anything else you need to feel a completion of your practice, to address the needs of body, mind, emotion, spirit, and breath. And then taking some time to find an ending pose for your practice. It might be an inversion, might be something supported, might feel a longer held pose. Some place that you feel that you'd like to end your practice in. So there might be a few more needs that are arising to complete the practice before you settle into a longer held pose. You might feel legs up the wall or on a chair, heart bed, any restorative pose that is speaking to you. Just giving yourself the next couple minutes just to finish off what is needed and then settle. Once you find that place of quietness, can you check in and see if you can offer yourself 1 to 2% more comfort and ease? We're going to end our practice today in offering a felt sense prayer. So the author of this felt sense prayer is unknown. I am the pain in your head, the knot in your stomach, the unspoken grief in your smile. I'm your high blood pressure, your elevated blood pressure, your fear of challenge, your lack of trust. I'm your hot flashes, your fragile lower back, your agitation, and your fatigue. You tend to disown me, suppress me, ignore me, inflate me, coddle me, condemn me. You usually want me to go away immediately, to disappear, just back into obscurity. More times than not, I'm only the most recent notes of a long symphony. the most evident branches of roots that have been challenged for seasons. So I implore you, I am a messenger with good news. As disturbing as I can be at times, I am waiting, I am wanting to guide you back to those tender places in yourself. The place where you can hold yourself with compassion and honesty. I may ask you to alter your diet, get more sleep, exercise regularly, and breathe more consciously. I might encourage you to seek a vaster reality and worry less about the day-to-day fluctuations of life. I may ask you to explore the bonds and the wounds of your relationship. Wherever I lead you, my hope is that you will realize that success will not be measured by my eradication, but by the shift in the internal landscape from which I emerge. I am your friend, not your enemy. I belong. I have no desire to bring pain and suffering into your life. I'm simply tugging at your sleeve, too long immune to gentle nudges. I desire for you to allow me to speak to you in a way that enlivens your higher instincts for self-care. My charge is to energize you, to listen to me with the sensitive ear and heart of a mother attending to her precious baby. You are a being so vast, so complex, with amazing capacities for self-regulation and healing. Let me be one of the harbingers that leads you to the mysterious core of your being, where insight and wisdom are naturally available when called upon with a sincere heart. Where insight and wisdom are naturally available when called upon with a sincere heart. I'm going to rest in silence together for 5 minutes. Softly allow your awareness to come back in to the quality of your breath. Gently noticing your inhale and exhale. Allow your breath to deepen the awareness of arriving back within your physical body. And as you arrive back here, offer a little check-in just to remember the intention that you set forth. Maybe the intention of meeting your needs in the present moment as they arrive, being kind, feeling safe. Offer a few movements to start to enliven the body and mind. A soft wiggle, stretch, reaching. And then feel that movement move from the hands and the feet and the fingers and the toes up through the legs and down the arms into the shoulders and the hips. Let the movement grow. And then roll over onto one side and just pause there. And then allowing the top arm, the hand, to press down into the floor and guide you up to a seated position. Sitting however it feels nourishing for you right now. Your eyes may be opened or closed. Your hands may be just resting in palm in palm. You may feel one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Some of us like to express the gesture, the mudra of Anjali Mudra. Hridaya, hands touching the heart, one on top of one another, or just softly by our side. Even though we're virtually connecting, can we all just take a moment just to notice our breath? Linking breath, body, heart, and mind in presence. Thanking yourself for the attention, the care, the listening that you offered yourself this morning in your practice. As your eyes softly open or lift up. And I thank you all for sharing and being present with yourself and the needs of your own body, mind, and spirit. It is 10:26. So we're going to take a 15-minute break. So we're going to come back at 10:40.